Hey guys, how are ya? Thanks for joining us today. So I don't know about you, but I've been seeing that there have been a lot of deals falling through, and I wanted to get on here today to just share with you guys some of the reasons why this is happening and some of the reasons that you can avoid it altogether. So hey Eric, how you doing? Come on in. So glad to have you with us. So I wanted to share with you guys some of the reasons that we're seeing why things are falling apart and how you can prevent it. So if you're a buyer in the industry, I want you to know that this is happening, and I want to make sure that you can avoid any of these issues if you come across them. So hey, what's up, Julie, Daphne? How are you, Angel? I'm actually going to talk about one of the situations that happened with one of your deals earlier today. So stay tuned so that you can hear with everybody how you guys are overcoming and winning in this market, because I am so thankful. We are top 3% nationwide, and there's a reason why our team at the Selling Properties Group at LPT Realty, we are winning, we are closing deals, and I'm just seeing so many other people lose deals that are being presented to us as listing agents, and they're not winning simply because of a few little things that can easily be tweaked, and their buyers can win those offers. So stay tuned, just a few more minutes. We're gonna let everybody come on in and join us. But I really wanna go through all of these mistakes that people are making that are truly the reason why they are losing out on getting their offers accepted. So hi Dunye, hi Lily, how are you guys? Thanks for joining. So excited to have you with me today. So I want to make sure that one of the things that we're going to go over is the biggest mistake that buyers are making and why it's killing the deals. Now, first of all, it has to do with how your offer is being presented. So first and foremost, you have to go out and make sure that you have a pre-qualification letter, not just a pre-qualification letter, but an approval. Make sure that you already sat with your lender. Make sure that you got all of your numbers in order. So whether or not it's a conventional loan, FHA loan, VA loan, they all change. But at the end of the day, that number is always going to still be the same. The only thing that's going to change is the taxes and the insurance on whatever property that you end up choosing. So all your basic numbers, you truly can have them in advance before even going to see a property. Now, before seeing a property, make sure that you have signed with your realtor a BBA, a buyer broker agreement, and then you have your pre-approval, so you already know exactly how much you're looking at paying on a monthly basis. You guys don't know how many people I have seen come show one of my listings, and then when they turn around, they leave, and then they say, oh, I have to call the lender. We need to know our numbers. Well, how did you even walk into the property without knowing if you can afford a $500,000 house, a $600,000 house, a $700,000 house? So it's up to you to know in advance because you already have prepared. Now, number two, everybody talks about, oh, it's a buyer's market. Oh, there's so many seller contributions. Yes, there are. In 22 years that I have been in this industry, I have never seen this many price reductions as well as this many seller contribution requests from buyers, and sellers gladly wanting to give them because they just want to get a contract. You know, maybe they're already purchasing another house, or maybe they're moving away. So whatever that case may be, there is a time constraint on that seller to get an offer in, and if you're not submitting your contract correctly, then hey, there's nobody winning, not the seller and not the buyer. Now, how you present that offer for a seller contribution is super important. And one of the key points here, guys, is making sure that your realtor is qualifying you correctly when they are presenting your offer. Now, number one, have that pre-approval submitted with the offer. Number two, what do your inspection period look like? Is it 10 days? Is it 15 days? No, nobody wants to wait that long. If you want to close in 30 days, 45 days, nobody wants to know that an inspection period took 10 days in order for you to back out. So come with a strong offer, no less than 7 days, or no more than 7 days is really the word. No more than 7 days. Okay, so that gives you enough time to find a great inspector, get out there, and most of the time now these days, they actually give you the report on site, so you get to know exactly what is wrong with the property. You go home that night and you make a decision. You don't need days and days and days to be able to think about whether or not you want this property. Okay, so number one, have that pre-approval by a great lender. Number two, have your inspection period limited to about 7 days maximum. And one of the other things that I want people to know is if your realtor is not filling out the contract correctly, it doesn't give us a reason. Hey Jean, how you doing? It doesn't give us as a realtor, as a listing agent, a reason to want to work with this realtor. And that's really, really important. You guys think that you can get, your cousin, your friend who, just started in the industry, but if they're not submitting their contract correctly and they're not giving us as a listing agent a reason to want to work with them, then hey, guess what? We're going to move on to the next offer. There's no reason why a professional realtor should be sending incomplete documentation, not submitting all the paperwork, and B, and most importantly, they don't even answer. They don't respond. So make sure that you're getting a great realtor who's going to be able to communicate effectively with the other agent who you want to submit an offer for that new home that you're purchasing. So these are main points that I have seen that are just losing deals back and forth. We actually had one of our agents, Angel, who is on the call with us today, and he has 3 options. 3 offers for his seller. Now, we went through option A. Now, it was a higher offer. Well, how much was it? It was about 3% seller contribution. It was like about $11,000, $12,000. And they still had to rent out their home. They didn't want to put a big deposit, like $2,500, which is almost ridiculous on a almost $400,000 property. Now, option 2 was a slightly lower offer, but they had a bigger down payment and they also had less that they were financing. So how you present the offer truly makes a world of a difference. For myself as a listing agent, having to talk to my sellers and having to let them know, hey, Mr. Seller, you have 3 offers, but this is why you should choose option 1, 2, or 3. We present them all. Now, it's up to the buyer's agent to present them correctly, to give their best foot forward, to be able to make sure that you're the one who wins that offer on that purchase price that you want. So please, please, please work with the right agents. Prepare yourself correctly in advance by getting all of your documentation in order. Know what your numbers are before you walk into an open house, before you take anybody's time in making sure that you can afford the type of property that you're walking into and that it's going to be something that you will be able to enjoy for the rest of your life. So if you've been thinking about purchasing a home or even selling a home and you don't know where to start, I want you to click below and type strategy, and we're gonna put a game plan together for you specifically. If you've been thinking about relocating, we want to go ahead and give you plan A, B, and C, where you're going to go, where you're going to put your furniture if the property sells sooner or later. If you want to relocate and you're going to a different state, even a different country, even a different area altogether, we have it all planned out for our buyers. We actually just relocated somebody who had moved from Miami to Cape Coral. They lived there for a couple years. They realized that's not where they wanted to end up in their retirement days. We just sold their property and they just moved to Puerto Rico. So we have another family that just sold in Tamarack and just moved up to Orlando, and we have been able to relocate them there as well. And just so many families that we are helping on a daily basis, and we just want to make sure that we're connecting with you and that we're offering our services. So